Have you ever wondered how a boy from the streets of Brazil became one of the most famous footballers on earth? This is the incredible story of Neymar Jr. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. was born on February 5, 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, Brazil. His family wasn't rich and life wasn't always easy, but from a very young age, Neymar had one special talent that everyone noticed: football. While most kids played for fun, Neymar played as if football was his destiny. He spent countless hours practicing on the streets, small pitches, and local grounds. His father, a former football player, recognized his talent early and dedicated himself to helping Neymar achieve his dream. As Neymar grew older, his skills became impossible to ignore. He could dribble past defenders with ease, perform tricks that amazed crowds, and score goals from almost anywhere. Soon, one of Brazil's biggest clubs, Santos FC, invited him to join their youth academy. For many young players, joining Santos would have been enough, but Neymar wanted more. At Santos, he quickly became the club's brightest young star. Fans filled stadiums just to watch him play. His speed, creativity, and confidence made him look different from everyone else on the pitch. Then came the moment that changed everything. At just 17 years old, Neymar made his professional debut for Santos. It didn't take long for the football world to start talking about him. Every week, videos of his goals and skills spread across the internet. People began comparing him to Brazilian legends. Some even believed he could become the next great superstar after Pelé. As Neymar continued to shine, Europe's biggest clubs started paying attention. Scouts from around the world traveled to Brazil to watch him play. Every major team wanted his signature. But Neymar wasn't just winning matches. He was becoming a global phenomenon. Millions of fans followed his journey. Companies offered sponsorship deals. His highlights were watched by people who had never even seen a Santos match before. The boy who once played football on the streets of Brazil was now one of the most exciting young talents in the world. And this was only the beginning. Because in the next chapter of Neymar's story, a giant European club would come calling, and his life would change forever. Fire Football crowned.
Neymar's incredible performances at Santos had caught the attention of every major club in Europe. Fans everywhere were asking the same question: where will Neymar go next? In 2013, the answer finally arrived. One of the biggest clubs in football history, FC Barcelona, signed Neymar. It was a dream move. He would now play alongside some of the greatest players in the world, including Lionel Messi. At first, the pressure was enormous. Millions of fans expected Neymar to become a superstar immediately. But he stayed focused and worked hard to adapt to European football. Slowly, everything started to click. Neymar formed a legendary attacking trio with Messi and Luis Suarez. Together, they became known as MSN and terrified defenders across Europe. The trio scored goals for fun. Week after week, they dominated opponents with incredible teamwork, creativity, and skill. Then came one of the greatest seasons in Barcelona's history. In 2015, Neymar helped Barcelona win the treble, the league title, the domestic cup, and the UEFA Champions League. It was one of the biggest achievements a football player could dream of. One of Neymar's most unforgettable moments came during Barcelona's incredible comeback against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. After losing the first match 4-0, almost everyone thought Barcelona were finished. But in the second leg, Neymar delivered a magical performance. Barcelona completed a historic comeback and won 6-1. The football world was stunned. By this point, Neymar was no longer just a talented young player. He had become one of the biggest stars on the planet. But there was one problem. As long as Messi was at Barcelona, many people saw Neymar as the second superstar of the team. Neymar wanted to prove that he could lead a club on his own and become the best player in the world. Then came a decision that shocked football forever. In 2017, Neymar left Barcelona and joined Paris Saint-Germain for a world record transfer fee. The move became the most expensive transfer in football history. Fans couldn't believe it. Some praised his ambition,
while others questioned his decision. But Neymar was ready for a new challenge. He wanted to step out of Messi's shadow and build his own legacy. What happened next would be filled with incredible success, unforgettable moments, injuries, criticism, and some of the biggest challenges of his career.
When Neymar joined Paris Saint-Germain in 2017, he became the most expensive football player in history. The entire football world was watching. Neymar started brilliantly, scoring goals, creating assists, and entertaining fans with his incredible skills. But soon, injuries began to affect his career. Several times he missed important matches, making it difficult to reach his full potential. Despite these setbacks, Neymar never gave up. In 2020, he helped PSG reach their first ever UEFA Champions League final. Although they didn't win the trophy, it was a historic achievement for the club. At the same time, Neymar continued shining for Brazil. He scored goals, broke records, and became one of the greatest players in Brazilian football history. Throughout his career, Neymar faced pressure, criticism, and constant expectations. But whenever he stepped onto the pitch, he showed the world why he was special. His incredible dribbling, creativity, and flair made him one of the most entertaining footballers ever. From the streets of Brazil to the biggest stadiums in the world, Neymar achieved the dream millions of kids only imagine. And no matter what people think about him, one thing is certain. Neymar's name will always be remembered in football history. Queen Soccer.